Welcome back to another episode of Raising Your Kids.
The show where you get parenting advice from people that will never have children.
On today's episode, we'll be answering some questions sent to us from our viewers.
And remember, although our advice is objective, it's also judgmental. What should we start with first?
I think it cheers to not having children.
I love it. Oh yeah.
Question number one today, a hot topic. Should you share photos of your children online?
Oh, good question. And where do you stand on this one?
Well, I think, but aside from the whole pedophiles could be lurking and, children's right to protect their self-image, it really comes down to your friends are bored of seeing your children.
Yeah, I see. My feed is just full of it, but honestly, I thought that was all the same baby.
No, that's different babies.
Different babies?
That's different babies.
Wow. Maybe just pick one picture and share that around.
All right, this one was sent in from Nicole. At what age should a child get a cell phone?
Oh, good question, Nicole. Thank you for submitting that. I would say, I don't know, 1.5, 2. At what age can they support a cell phone? Because I feel like if you're too young, you'd be top heavy and you'd go over. But as soon as you can get it back like that, I think that's a good time.
Absolutely. Teach them young.
Yeah.
I feel like the more people that they can call, the less that you have to interact. Problem solved.
Point. Wow. Again.
It'll free up time for you. Your child will learn valuable skills.
All the best advice coming at you today. Thank you, Nicole. Feel free to submit again. Okay, next question. How do I stop my child from being mean to their sibling?
Ooh, that is a good one.
This was very, very big in my household, I can tell you that.
Mine as well.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I would say a quick answer, just you should stop at one kid. Have one kid and then you're done.
That is a great point.
And if you've already gone too far, obviously this person has, maybe consider donating one of the children, or I don't know if you can sell them. I'm not really sure how that works, but definitely donating probably.
I think the adoption market is a huge market.
I would say.
Yeah. I mean, also you could just potentially let them fight it out, really get those kids tough and become their best self-advocates.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
Encourage it.
So many options here. Not everyone is for everyone. So, up to you. Pick and choose. Oh, this one's a popular one. We see this one all the time. What's the best way to deal with a child who won't stop crying?
I can't believe how many times we've answered this question, and I have a question right back to you. Why are you listening? I have 3 words for you: noise canceling headphones. Problem solved.
Exactly, and time again, we've seen this is exactly why deaf people make the best parents.
Absolutely. Lots of parents of toddlers with this question. How do I deal with a picky eater?
Oh, I can tell you right now, growing up, my dad fed us once a week. So you weren't that picky when feeding time came around. I think he was used to raising snakes or something.
Your dad is a magical creature. Honestly, I think let's go the other way. Let's take the kids to an all-you-can-eat buffet and just drop them off there. Let them have whatever they want. They can serve themselves. They won't go hungry.
If you're picky, pick.
Exactly.
What a solution. Okay, here's another one for anyone out there raising toddlers. What is the best way to handle a toddler who bites?
That is a tough question.
For me, simple solution. You just cover everything in Tabasco sauce.
That could work. That could work. I would go with the bite back method. Whoever bites harder wins.
2 great methods. You know what, out there? Parents, please try and let us know your results. We'll post them next week and see who did what.
We're here to help you. All right, another sleep training question. How do I get my baby to sleep in their crib?
Oh, they sent in a picture for this one, didn't they?
They showed us their setup. We'll put it up on the screen for you so you can have a look.
Yeah, see, you can see right here, they've clearly forgot the lid on their baby cage.
Oh, you need to call the manufacturer and get the lid for it.
Yeah, it should look something like this.
Hope that helps.
Okay, another tech question. How much screen time should you let your kids have?
Good question, good question. Thank you for submitting that one. I firmly believe that whatever lets you do you for the longest time possible is the amount that you need in your life.
I couldn't agree more. You got to think of it as a pianist. They wouldn't start when they're 18, right? They would start right away, as soon as possible, as much time as possible, And well, let's be honest, we live in a world where
tech is everything.
Tech is everything. So I would treat it like that. Try and refine those skills as early as possible. And you get 18 hours a day in there.
And the further that they can go on the internet, the more that they will learn. Ooh, another great question. What age is it okay to leave your child home alone?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. Not a lot of information there. What do you think?
Well, I think that self-sufficiency is a key component of early childhood development. So I mean, how old are you when you first sit up unassisted?
Yeah, no argument here. That's very important. And I would also say you got to remember to utilize what you have. On the back of almost every shirt or jacket, they have that little clothing loop, right? And if you take that with your child in it and you just hang them on a coat hook or just any hook on the wall, they're going to be out of harm's way. They can't get any trouble, they can't hurt anybody, they'll just hang out there. They're having a blast.
That's a great point. It's not so much how old your child is, but how you leave them.
Food for thought. Should I allow underage drinking? So I guess this is if you're raising teenagers, and it's a good question.
Teenagers? I was 10.
That explains a lot.
I honestly think that if you are at home with your children, they're gonna steal your vodka and your gin anyways and water it down, and that is just going to lead to a disappointing martini for you. So have at it.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them.
And you're certainly not allowed to beat them.
Yeah, at home I couldn't agree more. And at the bar, I mean, let them try. There's a bouncer there, and that's his job.
Absolutely.
So I would encourage them to get out there and see what they can do. Let us know what you come up with, and thanks for all the submissions.
Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Raising Your Kids.
We really appreciate all the questions, and we'll see you next time.
Next week we do have a special guest. It is another childless adult.
Hey, well, until then, good luck out there as always.
Enjoy your martinis and restful night.
Just kidding. Don't worry if you don't have any spare time or money. We've got plenty for all.